Hi folks, welcome to another stall13.com video. We're going to talk about hitching posts. What is a good hitching post? I can tell you right now, it's not a truck mirror. I can't tell you how many times over the years I saw a lot of horses at horse shows and rodeos and 4th of July and Christmas parades dragging truck mirrors down the sidewalk or the street. It's actually pretty funny until it's your truck mirror. Nowadays, the truck mirrors are several $100s if they're electric and go in and out and they're heated mirrors. And also, you want to make sure that where you tie your horse up, that the horse has the ability to kick and to strike and to move around. Because there is a very distinct difference between what is a good, solid hitching post and what isn't. Obviously, here at the home place, we had some extra power poles hanging around, so we made some hitching posts out of power poles. The downside to having a large power pole hitching post is that it does take up a lot of your lead rope to go around it. And it's about how solid it is. You want to make sure that your posts going in the ground are solid. You might even want to consider concrete, and if not concrete, you're going to want at least a 3 to 4 foot deep hole. You want to make sure that your hitching post is long enough to facilitate at least 3 horses. Now, what do I mean by 3 horses long enough? You don't want your hitching post to be so short that the horses feel cramped and restricted. This particular hitching post, you're looking at it from the long view, this thing is actually 12 feet long. What you want is you want to be able to tie a horse and have about 3 feet in between horses. That's not a lot of room when you're talking about a 7-foot long horse, because when they swing their butts around, they're going to connect anyways. The other thing about a hitching post is you got your posts in the ground, then you have your cross member, which makes your H, kind of your H frame. You want to make sure that it's secured. Yes, these are on here with rope, but there's also big bolts and screws and some steel underneath it. This rope is wrapped on these hitching posts for appearance, for aesthetics, to give it that old-fashioned look. Now, the last thing I want to tell you about hitching posts is you want to make sure that on the back side of your hitching post, if you come over here a little bit, you can see where we get to the wide open space. You don't want to have a hitching post that is crammed right next to a barn or a wall. You want to make sure that if a horse is hooked up to this hitching post and they rear up or they go back and they're going to snap that lead rope, that they do have some type of escape route. Those are the things that people don't think about. This has been another stall13.com video. Take care of yourself and take care of your horses.